Yes, I'll be here tonight.
Whatever you're
Because
gonna
I
do,
watched more John.
should be
I was
fast.
open to
I'll be
showing
here
you
this
here.
afternoon.
It was the
Perfect.
perfect.
I'm staying there. I'll be with Julianne for the evening.
Great.
Is Julianne back from?
I would like to go to the registries. Maybe
Yeah,
she
yeah,
knows,
but-
I can tell her. You want me to send it to her?
Yeah.
Send her right now.
Thank you.
Name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, one God, amen. Dear Lord, hear us when we praise you with thanks. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Deliver us from evil one. In Christ Jesus our Lord, for thine is the kingdom, power, and glory forever and ever. Amen. Not good, second year. So today we're working on the third. On the third law language that we're talking about in our series. Something has to be on, right? I think there's something there.
The mouse is on, right?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Okay, so for this week, the little language that we're talking about, you guys remember what we talked so far? The little language that we talked so far. Words of affirmation, you know? That's how I remember it. Quality time. It's very important to spend time with people in order to develop a love relationship with them. For this week, our love language is gift. I wanted to talk about this in Thanksgiving, during Thanksgiving, but I figured it's good to talk about it in time other than Thanksgiving, and we will see why. The word gift in Greek means cherish. Cherish. What does it sound like in English? Cherish.
Charity.
Charity. What is charity? Charity is when you're giving something and you're not expecting anything in return. So it's just about giving, not really. Technically, in the book, when the author talks about this, he's calling it receiving gifts. But I thought from a Christian perspective, it's not just about receiving the gifts, it's also about giving the gift. So, I went on Wikipedia and I put the word gift, how you define. And they defined it as a gift is an item given to someone without the expectation of payment back. So you're giving it, not because, it's not an investment. There's a difference between a gift and an investment. A gift is something you're giving it because you love someone and you're not expecting anything in return. This is just more of like a legal perspective. It says for a gift to have a legal effect, it's required to be there intended by the donor to give a gift, and the delivery to the recipient of the item to be given as a gift. So in order for me to give someone a gift, I'm willingly giving this gift to you, and the other person willingly receiving it from me. So there's some sort of agreement here that you love me, or there's a purpose for this gift, and I'm willing to accept it. In the Eastern Orthodox Church, and this is also in Wikipedia, by the way, in the Eastern Orthodox Church, the bread and wine that are consecrated during the Divine Liturgy are referred to as the gifts. They are the first of all the gifts of the community, both individually and corporately to God. And then after, I'm not sure what that word is, the gifts of the body and the blood of Christ to the church. So it actually is a definition, or it is a well-known thing that the communion that we take is for free to us. It's actually the gift. We paid, like at the very first line, it says there's no expectation of paying back. There's nothing for us to pay back. It's completely free to give. So, what is the meaning of a gift? What is the meaning behind a gift? It's basically something that is symbolizing something materialistic that's symbolizing something emotional. So I love someone. To put it in a material thing, as a thought, I bought a gift and I'm giving it to someone. Valentine's Day is coming up. Christmas just passed by. There's always an occasion, birthdays, anniversaries, whatever, weddings. There are always reasons or occasions for buying gifts. Or it could be a symbol, a wedding ring. A wedding ring is a symbol that I give to my spouse gives it to me. It's a symbol that we both love each other. Some people, the author says that for some people whose primary love language is gifts, they never take that wedding ring off. Once it was put into my finger, it's never coming off. For some people, it's just a ring. I don't like something in my hand, I don't like when I wash my hands to have something there. For some people, they never, until the day they die, they never take their wedding ring off. So it's not just the material thing that you have in your hand, but it's also the meaning behind it, or what it symbolizes. Or if it's a diamond ring, so we can think about that. So the kinds of gifts. First, valuable versus the value versus valuable. There's a difference between, he's saying that sometimes the price doesn't matter. If I'm a millionaire and I get my wife or my husband a gift from a 99-cent store, yeah, it's cheap, but it's also sending the wrong message that I don't think you're valuable enough. And sometimes you get something extremely expensive, but it's still the way you present it, and it's not just about the price, but sometimes the effort that you put into it, the value doesn't have necessarily to be money, but sometimes the effort that you put into it is what makes it valuable. Which takes us to the next point, bought versus made. Sometimes you can buy something extremely expensive, but the way you give it makes it very cheap. And sometimes you make something very simple, like flowers, or a box of chocolate. It's very simple, but the way you present it makes what makes it valuable. Occasion versus occasional. Sometimes some people, they have to wait for things, for Christmas, or birthday, or wedding anniversary, or whatever, for them to actually make the effort of going to buy a gift. Women, most of the time, they just do it for no reason. A card. I just thought, I saw this and I thought of you. Men sometimes do that as well, but it's more of an expression of how I'm feeling about this person. Valentine's Day is coming up. Everybody's going to buy a box of chocolate and a red rose. But again, maybe two people will buy the exact same thing, but to the person, it will be more valuable based on the occasion. Was it really, do you do that only on Valentine's Day, or do you do it just because you love your spouse? So that makes a difference as well. The last one is the gift of self. And that, I read a story actually. So there was a couple. The guy, when his wife had a baby, He spent some time with her, took pictures wherever, and then he went to play, play soccer or something with his friends. Of course, his wife was not happy with that. And then, a few months later, her grandma died. And he attended the funeral, and he went and he did the same thing. Just went and played soccer with his friends or whatever. What does it sound like? What is he being?
He's fulfilling the obligation, but
Yeah, because he has to, but he's not really caring about it. Well, what if I told you that before, her grandma died or whatever, he took some time off, and he stayed with her, and he helped take care of her, and then once the funeral was over, he could not, he just needed to vent and get out, and basically just breathe. Does it make a difference now? It does make a difference. So it's not always about just the situation. Sometimes it's about you being there for the person. It doesn't have to be your spouse. It could be your mom, your dad, your sibling, your friend, it could be anyone. So sometimes just you being there, being supportive, showing the person, I'm here, I will always be by your side, no matter what happens, it makes a huge difference. So even if you decide to leave and go do something else, it still makes a difference that throughout the whole process, someone was still there beside me. So, the art of gifts. My mom always used to tell me this, there's an art of giving gifts. You don't just go to the store, buy something, put it in a bag and send it or give it to the person. There's an art for giving. Or there are conditions for a gift to mean something to both the giver and the receiver. For me to give someone a gift, I have to know that person. I have to make it personal. I have to understand what they like. I have to understand what they need, what they prefer, this versus that, this kind versus that kind. It makes it more personal. Match the gift with the occasion. I'm pretty sure that's self-explanatory. So if someone has a graduation, I'm not going to get them socks or a bouquet of flowers or something. Come on, it's graduation, celebrate. If someone just had a baby, I'm not going to send them a box of chocolate, It's still a gift, but you have to match it with the occasion. The third one is presentation, which I really, really, really think it makes a big difference, and I feel like guys specifically need to learn a little bit more about it. They think like, what's wrong with it? It's a gift. Wrap it, unwrap it, you can unwrap it anyway, right? What's wrong with it? I got you the gift. No, it's not about just giving the gift. It's about how you present it. Sometimes people make it a surprise. It doesn't necessarily have to be wrapping, but the way you give it, the way you present it to the person makes a big difference. Which is the next one, attitude. How are you giving that present? Hey, tell you something. It's Mother's Day and all, or whatever. Yeah, so, share it or something? Like, come on, it's a present. Like, you should make it special. With a card or saying something, even the way you approach the person to give them the gift will make that different. And then finally, which I think is the most difficult one, is don't expect anything in return. So just because I gave you a gift on Mother's Day, I'm going to expect something back on Father's Day. Or just because I gave you something on your birthday, you better make it better on my birthday. No, it's a gift. Remember, nothing paid back. It's the intention of the gift is not for you to wait for something back. Otherwise, it's not going to be a gift. It's going to be an investment. I'm giving you something big, so you give me something bigger. I'm giving you something bigger, so you give me something bigger.
Is it okay though to, when you give, you're not necessarily expecting like, I want a big gift back, but you're investing in the relationship, you're investing in having that, I got you something special so you feel good, so we ain't like the love between us grows.
Absolutely. Yes, if that's the intention, is for us to, for me to show you how much you mean to me, or how important you are to me, and I really want this to work out, absolutely. Absolutely. But if you're doing it so that that person can take something back, it's not really going to be good. It's more of an investment, like I said. And again, I think that's the most difficult one, because by nature, maybe the way we were raised, our parents spoiled us, every occasion is like, I'm waiting for my gift, what am I going to get, what am I going to get? It's kind of how we were blessed that way, but again, that doesn't make you a big gift. It's more, I'm going to give them something big so you can do something bigger. Which takes me to the next point, or the other end, the receiver. In an occasion when you get a gift, just because you got the gift does not mean that that's it. I got the gift, I like it, it's done. No. Like Mark was just saying, the way I respond to that gift will affect the giver as well, and affect our relationship in return. So, number one, don't ask for the gifts. I'm guilty of this. Sometimes I have to tell Joe, birthday's next week, my birthday next week. Don't forget, my birthday's next week. And I'm pretty sure he remembers, but it's just, sometimes I feel like I have to remind him, and that's a no-no. Go to the hard way, that's a no-no. Number two, appreciate the gift. When I give you something, even if it's something small, maybe it's small to you, but it took me time to get you that gift. It took me, maybe considering that we have different tastes, I thought you would like it. Maybe it's not really your taste, but my intention was to get you something big, and this is what I thought was big, or I thought was beautiful. Maybe you don't feel that way. And especially at the beginning when two people get to know each other, they have different tastes, they don't really know, what they meant like exactly. But it's okay, it's a working process, just, and if you don't like it, just appreciate the fact, don't fake it, just appreciate the fact that the person thought of me and got me that gift. Especially, I don't know, what do you guys
You
think?
show appreciation, I think.
What do you think?
I'm a firm believer in gift receipts.
Gift receipts.
Because every person
I
has,
hate gift receipts.
really?
I
Out of my
hate.
family, because we're all so different, none of us ever did it right. So everyone appreciates it, and then, like, even my sister-in-law, I sent her a picture, she tried on the jacket I got her, she didn't like it. After she tried it, it's like, okay, well, we're different. So it's just, you have to accommodate the fact that everyone's a different person, different personality.
Okay.
I think it depends on the gift, like what it is. I mean, if it's like for a meaning, like again, like we're talking about meaning and stuff, there's a meaning behind it, and it's obviously you don't just return it. Like you don't like a ring that they gave you or something. If the meaning, if there's an important meaning behind it, you're supposed to keep it no matter what. And shut your mouth. But if it's like if it's just like anything else, just something with no meaning behind it,
On the jacket or perfume
yeah,
or something.
and that's, I still don't think you should tell the person, but I do believe I think the gift receipt is a good
But
compliment.
don't you think if I give you a gift and I never see you using it or wearing it or something, you'll be like, oh, so she didn't like it. That person was like that. Like I do give
That would
gift
take a
receipts,
long time.
but when someone gives me gifts, I feel like it's insult to the person who gave it to me to just go and tell them, oh, I don't like your taste, this is what I
I
like.
don't think you're insulting them by telling them, like,
Everyone's
for
just-
example, John and I, John wanted to get me a necklace. I don't like big crosses, and John thinks they're really pretty, so just kind of like, he had to ask me and give my feedback. If he got me a big cross, would I have appreciated it? Yes. Would I wear it on a day-to-day basis? No, and he would notice that, and so for
And
him,
then he said that, that's really nice.
Never more.
So I go to that opposite extreme, where it kind of kills surprises a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to know that it's going to work.
So
John
you
and I do that too.
So would you rather someone tells you, I don't like this, and
I go the other direction.
or
I
would
go
someone
first and get this way this.
Huh?
Mark asks me, do you like this or that?
What's a guy think?
But
Sure.
It depends on the relationship.
It's different.
Exactly, it depends on every relationship. Like, I want to make sure I get, like, if I hadn't asked them, I would have gotten, like, I knew generally what he wanted, but if I didn't ask him a specific thing, I would have gotten something he would not have been happy with.
Or it would have been just a poor investment. Like, he would have gotten it and spent the same amount on the exact same thing, and then it would have been like, man, you could have spent the same thing, but we need to get it here, and it would have fit my need much more. I would have used it so much more. And like, for me, the joy of giving someone a gift is watching them enjoy it. Like, I got her this watch. I love the fact she wears it and cups every time. But I knew I got that watch and she got the watch before I got it. Which made it was a safe play in my life. I was like, she loved it. She loved it and she used it. And I'm happy because I can see her using it. But if I got her and oh, I surprised you, it's now
Oh,
it's
it's
jewelry.
expensive, like let's say anniversary or something, and I got you something for like $5,000,
Exactly.
ring or
How much
whatever.
worse would that be if I got that?
old one. Liz has never worn it, and to this day, it drives my mom crazy that Elizabeth did not tell her from the get-go, I will not wear it. Because my mom had told me, she wouldn't have put it there anymore. She wouldn't have cared though. That's the thing, I think it just depends on the person and like their mindset.
There's,
And that's what I'm saying, in
Yes,
our
it's
family.
touchy with people you don't know, for sure, I agree with that.
Yeah, that's why in our family, we're firm believers in
And they
disease.
told me that like right off the bat, too, and it's so much easier. That's how we are too, like, we don't, there's no embarrassment if we don't like it.
Unless it's something sentimental, like if John gives me a mug that's like super cheesy, but has like our names on it or something, like, oh, it's cute.
or snuggle.
Or snuggle bunny.
Well, that's also less money that has less to do with taste.
No, but it's
Something that's cute like
Yeah.
that is not really a taste like that. It's a cheesy mug, a cartoon of us, and I mean.
I don't know. I don't know. I thought it would make me not smug and it never got cute.
Well, I guess we have 2 points there. So one view is, I would just appreciate the fact that, the person got me this, and I like it just because I'm that kind of people. I would like something just because it came from that person. Yeah, I might not like it, but sometimes I do. Sometimes I wear something that I don't like just to make that person happy, but they got that from me. So it's more of an emotional response to the gift. And I guess we have another view is be practical. If you don't like it, return it as long as you like it because you like things and make you like it. So we have different ways of receiving things, and I think that's something that now that we know that, we have to pay attention to when we deal with others. What else? Oh, the last one is do not.
So you don't want any gift receipts, or just for future efforts?
Just get the gift. No, really, for me, it's more about the value that someone got this home. I have this here. But now when I wear it, I wear it because you recognize the dollar for me. No, no, no. But I wear it just because grandma sentimental. That's what I'm talking about. Sentimental value of the gift, not necessarily the financial value of it. So it depends on how you are looking at gifts. And usually people who have their love language as gifts, they tend to be more that way. It means something. The gift means something. Probably your mom is the same way. The gift means something. It's not about the material thing that I have, it's about what you did to it and how you responded to it and how you gave it to me and what was response. There's a meaning behind that gift. It's not just a material thing. So maybe, that's a good thing to know that we have to pay attention to the people that we're going to give to. Usually parents are kind of easy because whatever you give them, really big. My mom is more like, my mom, I remember once I got her something, but I'm not going to use it, so just keep it out. Flat out. She's like, would you rather me just keep it and not use it, or would you rather give me something? So, but I was very upset because I thought like, I'm giving you this gift, and I, searched for it, and I shopped for it, and I got it for you, and you didn't like it. So now you are treating it like a material thing, and I'm treating it like an expression of my love. So
But the love is in the effort, not the effort. Right?
that's
The
what I'm
effort is
saying.
related. We're not saying we don't appreciate the effort. We're just saying that the item isn't practical or doesn't fit for whatever reason.
That's how you look at it. That's how.
No, but I can understand where you're coming from. Like, I went through this huge effort to get my mom shoes that she asked for, and she didn't like the color. And if you saw her
You
reaction,
want her to
she's
be on pink, what were you thinking?
I've never read it.
Thank you. She was like, oh, because if you walk at night, then people will reflect and people will see you. Like your mom doesn't need headlights on her. I think she just needs shoes.
How often does you in the dark with yourself?
Never.
no, she does it in the summer every night. So it's always in dark. Yeah.
Well, our very last point for this is do not compare gifts. This, I think, among girls is the most difficult one. Do not compare gifts.
Oh, especially wedding drinks.
Actually, guys too. You did not say that.
I never compared.
Not you, all efforts, when you know stuff like that.
Guys too, actually. Guys compare gifts. If you think about it, like,
Paper itself, the things that are given to them, because we don't get major gifts from anyone. Except when you're a kid, like when you're a kid, okay, like, oh, my parents got me this car, or your parents got you that car, that gift you know.
I agree with you,
But
yes,
once
the
you
things that you
become-
get yourself, that's right.
You should appreciate yourself. I got myself this, I get the big,
Guys are very
this
competitive, yeah.
computer, this phone,
Yeah.
you should get that.
Girls are more like what someone got for them. That's always important. So, yeah, that's what we need to know. We're not competitive. Guys, girls, we're not competitive. Not easy, but we have to work it. So now we're going to talk about God's gifts. God as a gift receiver and giver. What do you think of that picture?
That's just no, I couldn't see it properly. Is that like the sun and water?
Oh, it's that yellow, maybe Jesus.
I thought it was the sun. Like,
Well, it's baby Jesus in manger with a sheep in front of him. Yeah.
How does that have to do with God's gift? Oh, Jesus.
You tell me. How does that have to do with
That
God's gift?
Jesus is God's gift, us.
Okay.
Jesus from earth.
What else?
I think it's sheep.
But this picture, when you see this, I mean, when you're talking about gifts, can you contemplate out a little bit? Huh? John 15, there you go. Okay. What else? What do you think of this gift? What do you think of this gift? You cannot return that one. Give it. What do you think of that one? I'll help you over it. I'll help you. We'll come back to that. God does not give us gifts because we deserve them. He gives to us because simply He loves us. Just like originally when we talk about gifts, that's His intention, just to show someone that He loves them. Gifts are from God's abundance. He does not need to give anything. He gives it just because He loves you. He has so much He wants to share with you. And you guys might not understand that very well, but when you have a child, and you have that feeling that you want to give your child, I'm sure all of us at some point heard from our parents this, you're the apple of my eye, and I love you so much, and I want you to be better than me, and all that. When you have kids, you will truly understand that. That you want to do anything, and give everything you have to that one little creature in front of you, who no matter how much they grow, they will still be a piece of you. Giving or not giving gifts are always done for a purpose. When God gives us a gift, or when He doesn't give us a gift, it's for a purpose. I'm sure we all know that verse, but we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose. We have to understand that we are Christians not because we're good, and not because we earned it. We are Christians, and Christ gave us His name because He loves us. It's that simple. He's not getting anything out of it, and we didn't do anything to earn it. He's giving it to us for free. So now let's look at God as the giver. So, yes.
What did you mean by God's gifts are from God's abundance? What do you mean?
From His abundance, like He's not needing anything to give to us. He has so much that He just wants to share. You know what I mean? Like, there are no limits to how far His gifts can go. What I was thinking about is, the things that we have today, we don't have them because like I said, we earn them. We have that, we're blessed. We're blessed that we have a car. We're blessed that we can walk in the street. We're blessed that we can go and eat. We're blessed that we have food. We're blessed that we have so much that we have that we take for granted. It's for us, it's life. I have to eat, sleep, have a home, have clothes, have a car. No, we don't have to have that. These are all blessings that we do not appreciate. We usually don't have. In the month of November, what I do with my daughter is, starting November 1st, we create a list and we hang it on the wall. And every day, we just contemplate on one thing that we're thankful for. So first day, we're thankful for our eyes. Everything you see, it's a blessing. Some people don't have that. Next day, we're thankful for safety, that we're safe, that I can open the door and go out anytime and I know nothing will happen to me. A lot of people don't have that peace, that you can sleep at night and know that nothing is going to happen in the middle of the night or nothing is threatening you. These are all things that we are taking for granted, but really, they're a blessing that a lot of people don't have. So that's what I learned. So these are just some verses from the Holy Bible to explain what we just talked about. So we said in order for someone to be a good giver of a gift, number one, you have to know the receiver of the gift. You have to know that person pretty well. Number two, match the gift to the occasion. We said on graduation, you're not going to give someone socks. It has to match that occasion. Number three, presentation. And number four, don't expect anything in return. Let's see how God does that. Know the receiver of the gift. In Jeremiah chapter 1, he says, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I sanctified you. I don't think anyone can know me more than that. So he does, when he gives me something, he knows what he's giving me and why he's giving it to me. Because he knows me better than I know myself. The second one is matching the gift with the occasion. In Ecclesiastes, he says, there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. Presentation, if you read the book of Genesis, chapter 1, and I noticed this when I was reading it for Anna, when we're talking about, oh, God created the light, and the moon, and the sea, and the birds, and the animal, at the end of each one of them, what does it say? And it was good. He spent so much time on this gift. He spent so much time wrapping this gift so that by the time man is born, it's perfect. It's presented. The attitude is nice. The presentation of it is nice. And then finally, don't expect anything in return. There's a verse in James 1:5 that says, God gives to all liberally and without reproach. He's not expecting anything back. He's just giving it to you just because he loves you. I think we have so much in us to share. I'm really hoping the video would work this time. I'm not giving up. But I really want you guys to see this video right here. Can you guys see it?
Guys, so I wanted to get you something.
Oh, that's so nice.
Laura, you first. Hey guys, I got you each a gift.
No way, Jesus, why?
Well, I just love you guys, so I wanted to get you something.
Oh, that's so nice.
Laura, you first.
Oh, this is so exciting. Oh, will you look at this, a little 8-ounce can of Coke? This is perfect for me.
I looked everywhere to find a gift for you, and this just seemed to fit.
I love it.
Drew? Yeah, your turn. All right.
No way, Jesus. Seriously? 20 ounces of Coke? Yeah, baby. Woo, this is awesome. Oh, Jesus, thank you so much. Laura, we gotta go show Richard our gifts. Come on.
Hey, Laura. Is there a problem?
No. I mean, well, yeah, kind of, you know, it's just that every time you give people gifts, you always give everyone else more than you give me.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, I open my gift and, oh, cute, 8 ounces, and then Drew opens his gift and, hello, 20 ounces.
Oh, I know what you mean. Well, that gift is for Drew.
Well, that's what I want. Go get it for me.
Okay, if that's what you want.
Yeah. I got a liter! I know it's 1 liter of God's sweet goodness. Jesus gave it to me. He did? Yes. Okay, you know what? You're going to meet somebody with a bigger bottle, and you are going to be so mad.
What? check it out! I got an upgrade! Coke 3.0!
That is awesome!
I know!
Well, isn't that just great?
Yeah! Hey, Jesus, you rock! Thanks,
What
Drew.
is wrong with you? Why are you holding back your best from me?
I gave you my best. Don't you see what's happening here? You're letting everyone else's gifts steal your joy.
No, Jesus, you are stealing my joy by giving everyone else more than you give me.
Laura, I paid this gift out for you. That's what I wanted you to see.
I don't care.
Until you can look past this, all you're going to see is a can of Coke.
What do you think? You want to do your model? Can you relate to this in any way? Sometimes God gives us something and like, no, that's not what I want. I want a bigger one. That person has a bigger one. Then he gives you what you asked for, and you're like, well, someone has an even bigger one than that. We do that sometimes. Unfortunately, the way that we receive gifts is not the way that we should receive gifts. When we receive gifts from each other, we respond a lot nicer than when we do with God. Someone, like a long time ago said, God has shared, I'm going to call it points, okay? He can give you 10 points, family, 2 money, say 50 work, whatever, health, and so on. He might give someone else 2 health, 100, like 80 family, 10 money, 5 work. He basically, God is fair and he spreads all his gifts among people equally, whether you see it or not. It's the way what you are given is very personal to you. Because again, like we said, God knows us even before we were born. He planned this whole thing for us before we were even born. What I need to do is to be thankful for what I have. I have, yeah, I might not have a Ferrari, but I have a family that loves me. Yeah, I might not, be a CEO or, I have my own multi-billion-dollar business, but I have something that I'm cherishing. Maybe I can't do, a lot of things. I don't have most expensive clothes out there, but I have enough that look nice on me, and I'm convinced with what I have. Maybe I'm not the most pretty person in the world, or the smartest, or the most rich, whatever. But what I have is personal to me. And that's one of the things that God likes about people who give thanks. When the more you give thanks, the more God gives you. Because he feels like you're being appreciative of what you do. Many times when you read in the Old Testament, like we said when we were talking about words of affirmation, when the prophet used to pray to God, he wouldn't start with, name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, God, give me this and this and this. No. He says, God, you are awesome. You're great. You're an amazing giver. You plan everything. You have a plan for everything. You. And I thank you for all these things. Now, here's what I'm asking for. That's how God is. The more we give thanks, I'm sure we've heard sermons and read books about giving thanks. And that's why I did not want to do this during Thanksgiving. Because I felt like Thanksgiving is only in the month of November, and then the rest of the year we get to complain. No, we need to be thankful every day for what we have. It might be hard. It might be not exactly what we want, and not exactly what we're asking for. But trust me, if we compare ourselves to other people, in each one of those people you will find something that they want and we still don't have. So what we need to learn is to just receive God's gifts and be happy with them and be thankful for them and act that way. I don't say, thank you, God, I have a job. I hate my job. Thank you, God, I went to school and I graduated and I am so learned. No, it doesn't work that way. You're smart. You have a job. You have, basically what I'm trying to say is, you have what what you need. Anything extra, mind. And actually once, I was in Sunday school, 6th graders, and we were all complaining about their parents. Just so happened one day, and they're all complaining about their parents. My mom doesn't let me play Xbox. My mom doesn't let me eat ice cream at night. My dad always yelling at me because I have to finish my study. And he always tells me, "Hush zeker. Turn off that thing and hush zeker." My dad does that. I told him, okay.
Let's think about this rationally. So I told them, let's think about this rationally. Okay? Let's assume that aliens from another planet came into both pairs. Okay? And all of a sudden, you can do whatever you want to do.
You get to eat. Oh, thank you so much. So I told him, let's assume that, some aliens came and took your parents, and now you're free. You get to do whatever you want to do. Eat chocolate, eat whatever you want, sit down all day, play Xbox for 12 hours, 24 hours if you want, do whatever you want. Where is this going to go? He's like, well, I'm going to play Xbox for 24 hours, 36 hours. I'm not going to sleep. I'm not going to sleep for a week. Play this, play that. Okay, and then what? I don't know. Okay, let's say you can get to just all you do is eat and sit down, eat and sit down. In 10 years, where are you going to be? And they realize that if they keep that lifestyle, they're going to have no education, they're going to be sick, they're going to be weary, they're not going to have any future. That's it. They have no skills, they have no health, they have absolutely nothing. And that's when they started to appreciate what their parents are doing. And I think we need to do the same thing. And I'm guilty of that as well. Sometimes like, God, why can't I just have a job where I start at 8, finish at 2, go home, just get some rest, and then just spend time with my family and just have like a maid or something and just have everything prepared for me. And then I realize, and then I start thinking that way, long term, where is this going to go? I'm not going to have that personal relationship with my child, well, the fact that I'm actually making things for her. I'm actually working hard to teach her to be successful. When she sees her mom that way, she's going to want to be that way. There are a lot of things that short term we do not see. Short term they might seem like they're difficult, but long term they build us up. You know what they say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger? That's very true. But now my question is, how do we get over that feeling? How do we, when I want something so bad and God is not giving it to me, how do I get rid of that feeling? I'm trying to be thankful. I really do, but I don't see why this is happening. Or something similar. How do I get rid of that feeling? Because this we will face in our life later on. So we need to, how do I get rid of that feeling now? I think the famous question is, why me? I guess that's what I'm asking to say. How do I get rid of that? Huh? Why not me? Or why not me? Yeah. If something, yeah. How do I get rid of that? It's normal. I'm sure it happens to each one of us at some point in life. Okay, think of the things that you do have. Very good. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, something that we just have to remember, that we have so many other things that, when I was a kid, I was really picky eater. My mom would constantly remind me, these two have something to eat.
Mm-hmm. Very good. What else? Do you feel like sometimes that feeling gets you to the point where like, come on, God, like, come on, like, not where are you, but kind of like, why aren't you listening to me? I'm sure we get to that point. Like, why isn't God listening to me? Who am I talking with? Like, why are you blocking your ears for me? Even David the prophet said it. Do not block your ears for me. I don't remember the exact verse in English. But it's a human thing. Sometimes we feel like we're asking and it's not going anywhere. How?
It's exactly what we're talking about. It's just like God shows us, He shows us all these other alternatives to like, and tells us like, no, this is what I want for you, I want this for you instead. But we are so adamant about what we and then
Okay.
I have to buy gifts, but.
Yes. So sometimes we do have the answer. Actually, it's funny. So let me show you another video. Forgive me. It's really quickly, but I think it completely explains your what you were saying, Myrna. Right here. I'm not sure if I showed it to you guys earlier or not, but bear.
I will always put
Oh.
my best face forward.
Oh.
Jesus,
Hmm. There you go. That's okay. Thank you, John.
why are you doing anything today? I mean, the Bible, I see you do these incredible things, you know, like raising the dead, healing the sick, and feeding the 5,000. Right, why doesn't that kind of stuff happen today? Raising the dead, healing the sick, and feeding the 5,000. Right, why doesn't that kind of stuff happen today? Drew, things are still happening all around you. I'm not seeing it. Like, for example, I'm thirsty and I want some water. Do you have any water for me? Well, of course you don't. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's like you don't even care about me. Drew, things are still happening, even today. You just need to pay attention. Okay, Drew. Things are still happening, even today. You just need to pay attention. Okay?
Hey, Drew, I just went to the store and they're having a buy one, get one free. You want a water?
Yeah.
Okay, enjoy.
Oh, yeah. That's great. That is great. Now, you didn't have the water, right? Then you had it. Ooh. I know, it's so lucky that cat walked by, you know, but 2 for 1. Did you say lucky? Well, yeah. No, Drew, you didn't have the water. Right. You needed it. Then you had it. See how that works? That was amazing, right? How about the next time I'm stuck in traffic? I hit the steering wheel, the cars will split, and I cruise on through. That'd be amazing. That would be amazing. Yeah, I have a better idea. Keep your eyes open. Okay. Oh, excuse me.
Yes.
Hey, you want to drop your...
Wow.
Oh,
Thank you.
sure, no problem. Okay, show me something amazing. Yes,
You-
of course. Right.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
You didn't take anything from my wallet.
Whoa, I'm not a thief, right?
No.
No, you dropped your wallet, I picked it up and gave it back to you. Droppy, picky, gibby. No takey.
I know. Thanks for your honesty. Here's $20.
What? Wait, hold on. She just gave you $20 for counteracting gravity? That's amazing! Yes, that is amazing! Oh man, how awesome. Now, would you show me something big? Excuse me? Show me something big. Drew, how can I expect you to see me in the big things when you can't even see me in the little things?
So I think, Myrna, that brings up your point, right? I love them. They have so many like short clips. They're very good. But basically, yeah. So sometimes God does give us the gift, and He does answer what we're saying, but we just don't see it, or we don't want to see it. We're waiting for us to, press the horn, and the traffic will open up. It's not going to happen. Just the little things that add up that makes us literally a blessing. That makes it really a blessing. So now the next question is, what can I give God? Oh, I'm sorry, one thing before I end that point. If I'm really having a hard time seeing what God is giving me, I have to ask myself that question. He gave me so much, and He is giving me so much, and He will give me so much. What am I giving Him? Why am I complaining? I have nothing to give Him. What can I possibly give God? Not the man. He gave us the world, He gave us family, He gave us food, work, education, money, country, freedom, peace, safety.
I'm not even going to try to count it. When you study biology, you realize that every single system in your body functioning normally is a blessing. When I was pregnant, the amount of things they kept testing me for, just in case there's a risk or there's this and there's that, and to actually realize that I was blessed enough to have, a healthy baby, that by itself was a miracle. A lot of people don't get to that point. So when I have the problem of, why isn't this happening to me, or why is this happening, I have to ask myself, why am I complaining? What did I give him? I keep receiving gifts, but what did I give him? So now that's the question, what can I give God? Gratitude, how? Okay.
We're not entitled to anything that he gives us.
Okay.
So by us not being entitled, receiving a gift should just be like a shock or a surprise, anything, and we should just be thankful.
But how am I going to live that? I mean, is it like a 2-second thing? Oh, thank you, God, I got this job. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay.
I think it's more like establishing a relationship with God. Like, I think we expect from God, but we don't expect from our friends. So I think having that relationship with God where we kind of eliminate those expectations and just become friends and really appreciate when he does give us something, just like it was with a friend. I think that kind of changes the way we look at the situation.
Okay.
So I know you say other than time, but I think you need to invest quality time in order to get the things.
Okay. I think the most common thing that we usually give is money and time, but I want us to think of things to do beyond that, to make it personal, not just, okay, so 2 hours and 40 minutes out of 24 hours, I don't even do that. Money, I can, like basically the skit. Remember the skit of New Year's? Basically that's what, unfortunately, we become like machines. We get to the point where like, okay, so I'm calculating 10%, I'm serving, I'm a deacon, I come to church once a week. Okay, so I think, no. It needs to be personal. We have to make it personal. Like Myrna was saying, that's part of learning the language of how to receive a gift from God, is to actually spend time with him, which goes back to what we were doing last week. And that's why last week we said, or not last week, last time, we said that, has anybody tried it to actually spend a minute a day with God, or 30 seconds doing absolutely nothing, just be in his presence? I really, really encourage you guys to try it. Leaving your house and after having that experience of being with God, basically, for those who aren't with us, what we decided to do is we're going to spend, after we finish praying in the morning, or just to spend time with God, you're going to put everything away, close your eyes, and just be with God. When you love someone so much, you just want to be with them, even if you don't say anything. You can just sit down, do nothing. Just be with that person. Same thing with God. I really, really encourage us to try it. Try it every day for a week. If you possibly can, trust me, it will make a difference in your day. Opening the door and leaving your house knowing that I just spent time with God, just me and him, alone, not asking for anything. He's not telling me anything. I'm just being in his. Just picture yourself with God. The angels are stopping. Like we tell the little kids, when you sing, Christ tells, the angels to stop because he wants to hear our voice. I want us to think that way, because he really does. He really loves us that much. And all he wants is for me to just sit down 30 seconds. We even timed it last time, and it went by just like that. Just me and him, doing nothing, just spending time together. Trust me, it will make a difference. And gradually, you will want to spend more and more and more time with God. Again, not asking for anything, I'm just being in your presence. Believe me, it will make a difference. I really encourage you guys to try it. And then that's last question. I'm gonna leave that up to you if you guys, because I'm realizing it's late. The value of my gift to God, if it's truly my time. Sometimes I can give God something very simple. God, I'm gonna give up this because it upsets you. That's it. I know this bothers you, and I know that you do not like this. So my gift to you, especially when we're at the beginning of the new year, I am going to try my best to stop this. Or I am going to learn to do this just because I love you. I might fall, but it's okay. You understand. I'm trying to accept something new. I'm trying to gain something new. Either learn, let's think of it that way. We can either think of something that we want to do because we love God, not because we want to be better people, not because I want to be a better person, and that's for me. I'm not going to do this for me. I'm going to do this for you. This is my gift to you this year. Let's think of it that way. And I'm pretty sure it will make a difference. Let's call it New Year's resolution, call it my gift to God, call it whatever you want to call it. The name is not important. But what really matters is, God, for this year, and I'm hoping for the rest of my life, I'm either going to give up something that bothers you because I love you and that's my gift, or I'm going to learn or teach myself to do this because I love you and that's my gift. If I fall, I might fall, and most probably I will fall, but I will get up again and I will do it for you. Same thing you would do for someone you love. If I hate, let's say this is a complete example. I know someone who smokes, and I tell that person that I do not like it when you smoke. If that person stops smoking for me, it's gonna make a huge difference. He might not stop it for himself or herself. They might not stop it because health or cancer or risks. No. Simply for me, because it bothers me. Isn't that something, a huge way to show someone that you love them? Absolutely. So that's what we need to do as well. Think of something. I don't think we should start with something huge. Let's just try the little things first, get ourselves trained, and then once we kind of master that, we can start working on the big things. Because the little things, when they add up, they become big things. Is there anything else you guys want to say? Questions? Comments? Okay. Let's pray.
Thank you, God, for this lesson. Please, God, help us to love one another, to give gifts with love, and when we receive gifts, to receive it with love and with what we just learned. Please, God, help us with our lives, help us with our work, our school, help us with our family. Please, God, help us all and make us worthy to pray thankfully. Our Father, who art in heaven,